Does the TTS deserve to live in the S3 shadow? This is an Audi TTS, and it often lives in the shadow of the Audi S3. Why is that the case? Well, I guess due to its smaller packaging means it's a bit more impractical. And usually, as these share the same recipe as the S3 in terms of engine and drivetrain, you know, you've got the 2-litre EA888 up ahead with 306 horsepower and 380 Nm of torque. Pair that with the Haldex, it's the exact same thing that you get in the S3, except the S3 has 5 seats and a big boot, whereas the TT is rather quite tight in here. But what everyone overlooks is that the TT gives you something that S3 doesn't, and that is a bit of feel. Now, what exactly am I talking about here? Well, to explain that, I first have to talk about the drivetrain. Now, obviously, we've seen this drivetrain in the S3. You know, this 4-pot is really boosty. You know, it really pulls to the top end, you know, and right now we've got a crap day for filming. It's chucking it down, yet actually, this is the perfect time to show you why it's perfect for the TT. So, if I actually come to a stop here, I put the car into sport, I press the traction button once, and then I line it up straight, left foot on the brake, mash the gas. Bloody hell, that is seriously quick. It's literally chucking it down and no fuss. The TTS is off the line. But the S3 can do that as well. So what makes the TTS so special? You see, the S3 and Golf R, they're fantastic due to this 4-pot, all-wheel drive, point and shoot recipe. It's perfect for British B roads, especially in conditions where it's chucking it down like this. With the TT, it takes it up a notch. You see, due to its stubby, shorter footprint, you just feel more driver focused. And for the first time in a long while in an Audi, you actually get to feel something with your arse cheek. I know. You just feel the car moving around you ever so slightly. And even the Haldex in this, the way it's been calibrated, I actually feel it working in the rear a lot more compared to its hatchback counterpart. But that's to say, you know, I understand that the TTS has its shortfalls with interior space and whatnot, but genuinely, if you're someone that doesn't require that much space and you just want something that feels like a go-kart, then the TT is definitely a good choice. I mean, just listen to this. It just pulls like a train. We've got those pops and bangs. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but trust me, the TTS, I think, would surprise you. And even the turning, you know, the front end's just a bit more dialed in compared to the S3. You know, the S3 you feel a lot, just not a lot more, but you feel a tad bit more body roll. This, it definitely wants to turn in on itself. And then you've got that rear Haldex working away, and it just gives you that extra bit of kick when it comes to the corners. I think Audi really missed the trick with this car in terms of discontinuing it. Because bear in mind, guys, we're not going to get this recipe anymore. You know, the TTS is definitely a bona fide sports car. Yes, it's not as dynamic as the Porsche Boxster or anything like the Alpine A10, but in retrospect, it offers something else, you know, a good daily, good looks, and good tech inside. It's hard to beat for the price. Yes, the S3 can offer more things for the price, such as space, but what it can't offer is what the TTS has, and that is adjustability within the chassis. And now obviously we're on public roads, so I can't demonstrate that to the most. Oh look, I'm on a light roundabout here. If I go second gear here, on the throttle, lift off, get that initial bit of understeer, but then the rear end follows very nicely when you peel back the throttle, and you just can't do that in an S3. And if it can move around like that, can you imagine if Audi still made the TT and gave it the special diff? Whew, that would be a car to review. So if you're someone that's okay with having 2 seats, bit more style, and that same go-kart engine and drivetrain, then the TTS is definitely going to be a good shout. I think next on the cards is definitely trying a TTRS. Because if the TTS is this good, I can only imagine what that car would feel like to drive. For more reviews like this, stay tuned. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this TTS.